Wir sollen ja auch noch in Mortimers Arbeitsplatz gehen, also auch mit uns. Und bloß nicht runterfallen.
St. Longinus. Let's take a closer look at his lance. It is shaped like a leaf, like the real lance, maybe. How can I be sure? No, this is too easy. Mortimer's trying to throw me off the track again. It seems too visible to be true. Impossible not to see the statue on first glance, given its size. And Mortimer has no interest in making the shape of the true lance so easy to see.
Jo, immer schön plündern.
Adoration of the Shepherds with Saints Longinus and John. Giulio Romano, 1534. Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes! Here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear. I'd better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. There's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No. If Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Okay, also Speer, Kupfer, Eisen und es muss ein Fisch sein. Klingt doch schon mal sehr gut. So, schauen wir mal. Gibt es hier noch irgendwo anders etwas? Außer Erdsternchen.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form?
Ja, lief doch eigentlich ganz gut bis jetzt. Wir haben endlich auch ein paar Hinweise, die wir lesen können. Ja gut, wo ist Piachi schon wieder? Wo es viel zu futtern gibt. Gut, dann müssen wir doch hier lang. Bloß nicht runtergucken.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Schade. Also wenn er jetzt nicht hier ist. Ah, da ist er ja. Erstmal natürlich wieder das ganze Zeug hier.
Golden Elixir.
Bloß nicht runterfallen, Eure Eminenz.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You're not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
Oh mein Gott. Er sieht genauso alt aus wie vorher.
His nose is bleeding.
So, you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Your Eminence, you're worrying me. What is happening to you?
Nothing, Louis. Just a moment of weakness, but I'm better now. I am all ears. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
Well, I spoke to Mr. von Wollner about it. Why?
Because you are endangering all those who know anything about this lance, Louis. Anyone else?
Yes, my mother knows about it.
Of course, Sarah. Who else?
Briefly with President Washington.
What does he know exactly?
Absolutely nothing. He advised me to speak to Mr. von Wollner.
Very well. Is that all?
Nö, sonst mit niemandem.
No one else.
What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Ja, jetzt hat er sich ja doch gebessert. Ich habe richtig einen Schreck gekriegt. Ich denke mal, weitere Hinweise brauchen wir jetzt nicht, also. Wir haben ja jetzt genug Hinweise. So, dann schauen wir doch mal, ob wir den Weg zurückfinden. Geht da schon mal nicht. Also mal schauen. Speerförmig. Ein Fisch muss drauf sein und aus Kupfer und Eisen gemacht. Das sollte ja nicht so schwer zu finden sein.
The Bible must mean the lance which finally took the life of Christ. Four Gospels each give an account of the death of Christ. Let's see what they can tell me about the lance.
Oh,
There's
Mann.
nothing about the lance in this account of the crucifixion. This apostle does not mention the lance in his description of the death of Christ. There's no mention of the lance in what Luke says about the death of Christ. Ah, there.
When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they broke not his legs, but one of the soldiers with a shimmering lance pierced his side, and forthwith there came out blood and water. And he that saw it bore witness, and his record is true, and he knoweth that he saith true, that ye might believe. A shimmering lance? What is this telling me?
Nicht wirklich was?
Medieval Hermetic traditions evoke the idea of using noble materials for relics, which the monasteries often made themselves in order to attract pilgrims. Of course, they had to inspire greatness. So here, we might think of gold, whereas a centurion could not have hoped for anything better than copper at the time. The true lance would not have been a luxurious weapon.
Na dann, das war nur eine weitere Bestätigung, was wir schon wussten. Na gut, Wollnerchen. Schauen wir uns mal um.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter.
Du Heiliger.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
Vielleicht für dich. Ah, da ist ja was.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
Also nicht. Jo, das heißt also, ich muss jetzt wirklich die Augen offen halten. Wird schon schief gehen. Vor allem, wenn es so düster wird. Weil, wie groß ist das hier? Ist das wirklich in dem Berg der Insel oder sind wir jetzt in einer anderen Welt? Wow, das ist ja echt eine tolle Skulptur. Ich wette, die Person, die Modell gestanden hat, hat sich sehr, sehr wohl gefühlt. Oh. Jetzt bin ich draußen? Das ist super. Dann gehen wir doch mal hier lang. Oh, da ist was, da ist was.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Okay, kann ich jetzt schon sagen, dass das nicht unsere Lanze ist.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
Nein. Wir suchen nichts aus Gold. Schauen wir mal.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Okay, da passt schon mal 2 Sachen. Die Speerform hat nicht gepasst. Hier vielleicht. Das sieht schon mal interessant aus.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of
Schade.
Ra engraved on the tip.
Okay, das sieht mir jetzt ein bisschen zu auffällig aus.
I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Okay, das klingt nach der Spitze, die wir brauchen.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Ich sage, wir nehmen sie. Schaltet Eindringling, okay. Trifft deine Mutter am Anleger, genau. Tritt deine Mutter, ja natürlich. Diese Versprecher sind doch immer die besten. Okay, ich dachte gerade, da liegt jemand, aber war wohl doch nur Einbildung. Ist ja auch ein sehr gruseliger Ort hier. Da bin ich ja mal gespannt, ob ich wirklich die richtige Lanze genommen habe, denn da hat ja jetzt wirklich alles gestimmt. Es war das Kupfer mit Eisen, hat das Fischsymbol und es hatte die Speerform. Da ist was. Ja, Karmelitengeist, das kann ich wirklich gebrauchen. Ja, die Lanze des Longinus ausgewählt. Ich konnte keine Piatschi, ich habe nicht alle Hinweise zur Identifizierung der Lanze des Longinus gefunden. Ach, ist mir wurscht. Her mit der Erfahrung. Blinder Glaube.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Alrighty then. So. Alles auserwählt, nun kannst du losgehen. Endlich runter von der Insel.
The rich, sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow, what's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail, so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him, immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily,
fuck.
De Richet. Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I might have disappointed you on the negotiation of your precious cannons, but Lord Mortimer believes I can still be useful. I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from him.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Remind me, who did you hear making these alleged charges against me?
His Eminence Piaget and Monsieur von Volner were discussing them when I joined them.
And remind me, During the conference, which side were His Eminence and Mr. von Wollner on?
Sir Gregory. But what has that got to do with it?
And did it not occur to you for a single instant that they might have been speaking about me in front of you on purpose? To manipulate you? I trust them to detect novices who are likely to be taken in, yes.
Those sons of whores. Ah! So that's how they see me.
Be careful to make sure the conference keeps on going ahead smoothly, though. Please. It would grieve me to have to report you to Lord Mortimer.
No, of course. I'll make sure those two bastards get what they've got coming. Right. We'll leave it there. I'm glad that things have been cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else. See you later, monsieur.
Behalte die Lanze.
Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.